Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today your friend Dan will be recommending the top 10 Isekai anime where main character is overpowered but pretends to be weak. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe as well as turn on the notification bell and leave a like if you enjoy the video. Now without further ado, let's start. Number 10. Demon Spirit Seed Manual. On his way to a convention, Yuan Ding, an otaku, finds himself transported to another world. A fantasy world with magic and demons. After failing the entrance exam at Shuayu Academy, he decides to become a gardener where he learns about the fairy seed. Yuan Ding's life in another world begins, aiming to collect the fairies said to exist in the legends to change his destiny and become the protagonist of this new world. Number 9. By the Grace of the Gods. Deep in the forest, far from any human contact, there lives a child named Ryouma Takebayashi. He engages in the rather strange hobby of keeping various types of slimes as pets. Furthermore, despite his young age, he has a sturdy physique and good compatibility for magic. All of this is because, having endured much hardship in his previous life, three gods grace Ryouma with a second chance to pursue one goal: savor the wonders of life. After 3 years of comfortable solitude pass by, Ryouma meets people that will change his current life forever. When he encounters and helps some soldiers tend to their wounded comrade, the group convinces him to accompany them to visit the nearby town's ducal family. Ryouma agrees and soon embarks on a journey to explore the vast world beyond his home. Number 8. Furita, From Commonplace to World's Strongest. The ordinary life of 17-year-old otaku Hajime Nagumo is disrupted when he and his classmates are summoned to a fantasy world and tasked with saving mankind. While his classmates are gifted with impressive abilities useful in combat, Hajime is belittled for only gaining an inferior transmutation skill that lacks any real offensive power. During an expedition in the Great Orcus Labyrinth, Hajime is betrayed by one of his classmates, plummeting him to the bottom of an abyss. Though he survives the fall, Hajime is faced with menacing monsters and misfortunes that send him spiraling into a grim nightmare. Desperate to live and return home one day, he resolves to fight for his survival, only to meet an imprisoned vampire he names Yu, who is also seeking to escape the labyrinth. Taking an interest in him, Yu and a few others along the way accompany Hajime on his journey to find a way back home, while steadily transforming from commonplace to the world's strongest. Number 7. Infinite Dendrogram. In the year 2043, Infinite Dendrogram, the world's first successful full-dive VR MMO, was released. In addition to its ability to perfectly simulate the 5 senses, along with its many other amazing features, the game promised to offer players a world full of infinite possibilities. Nearly 2 years later, soon-to-be college freshman, Reiji Mokudori, is finally able to buy a copy of the game and start playing. With some help from his experienced older brother, Shu, and his partner Embryo, Reiji embarks on an adventure into the world of Infinite Dendrogram. Just what will he discover and encounter in this game world known for its incredible realism and infinite possibilities? Number 6. Battle Game in 5 Seconds. It was just a usual morning. Akira Shurianagi, a high schooler who loves games and Kanpido, a Japanese sweets, has suddenly been dragged into a battlefield by a mysterious girl who calls herself Mayan. The participants are told that they are erased from the family register, involved in an experiment, and gain certain powers. Akira is determined to win the game with his newfound powers and destroy the organization. Armed with a power no one expects in his brain skills, the new period of intelligence battle begins. Number 5. In Another World with My Smartphone. In a thoughtless blunder, God accidentally strikes down Tuya Mochizuki with a stray bolt of lightning. As an apology, God offers him one wish and the chance to live again in a magical fantasy world. Tuya happily accepts the offer and, for his one wish, asks only to keep his smartphone with him as he begins his journey into this mysterious world. Starting over in this new world, Tuya finds it is filled with magic, which he has an affinity for, and cute girls vying for his attention. These girls, the twins Linza and El Siluesca, Yamina Ernia Belfast, Lean, and Ye Coco No, provide Tuya with no end of romantic frustrations, but also companionship as he discovers the secrets of this new world. Number 4. War God System. I'm counting on you. And Len, an ordinary young man in the city, encounters a powerful practitioner who gives him a set of God of War system and sends him to the spiritual world to practice. When he first arrived in the spiritual world, Len, who had average aptitude, was humiliated as the strongest relationship household. In order to wash away the stigma, the optimistic Len improved his cultivation skills with the help of the system. With several outstanding performances, he made a group of close friends and embarked on the road of counterattack. Number 3. The Devil is a Part-Timer. Striking fear into the hearts of mortals, the demon lord Satan begins to conquer the land of Isla with his vast demon armies. However, while embarking on this brutal quest to take over the continent, his efforts are foiled by the hero Amelia, forcing Satan to make his swift retreat through a dimensional portal only to land in the human world. Along with his loyal general Alciel, the demon finds himself stranded in modern-day Tokyo and vows to return and complete his subjugation of Isla, that is, if they can find a way back. Powerless in a world without magic, Satan assumes the guise of a human named Sadao Mao and begins working at M. G. Ronald's, a local fast food restaurant, to make ends meet. He soon realizes that his goal of conquering Isla is just not enough as he grows determined to climb the corporate ladder and become the ruler of Earth, one satisfied customer at a time. Whether it's part-time work, household chores, or simply trying to pay the rent on time, The Devil is a Part-Timer presents a hilarious view of the most mundane aspects of everyday life, all through the eyes of a hapless demon lord. Number 2. The Eminence in Shadow. Shadow brokers are those who go unnoticed, posing as unremarkable people, when in truth, they control everything from behind the scenes. Sid wants to be someone just like that more than anything, and something as insignificant as boring reality isn't going to get in his way. He trains in secret every single night, preparing for his eventual rise to power, only to deny his destiny by a run-of-the-mill traffic accident. But when he wakes up in another world and suddenly finds himself at the head of an actual secret organization doing battle with evil in the shadows, he'll finally get a chance to act out all of his delusional fantasies. Number 1. Deathmarch to the Parallel World Rhapsody. Ichiro Suzuki, a programmer nearing his 30s, is drowning in work. Worn out, he eventually has a chance to catch up on sleep, only to wake up and discover himself in a fantasy RPG world, which is mashed together from the games he was debugging in reality. In this new place, he realizes that not only has his appearance changed to a younger version of himself, but his name has also changed to Satu, a nickname he used while running beta tests on games. However, before Satu can fully grasp his situation, an army of lizard men launch an assault on him. Forced to cast a powerful spell in retaliation, Satu wipes them out completely and his level is boosted to 310, effectively maximizing his stats. Now, as a high-leveled adventurer armed with a plethora of skills and no way to return to reality, Satu sets out to explore this magical new world. Well everyone, that's it for today's. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and if you're new, remember to hit the notifications button for more upcoming video. See you guys in the next one.